What's up, my comic comrades? A couple of weeks ago at San Diego Comic-Con, DC and writer Josh Williamson revealed that their current Dark Crisis event is actually a direct sequel to DC's iconic Crisis on Infinite Earths story, and unveiled the true name of the crossover title as Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. Which is no small thing, because that original Crisis on Infinite Earths event really changed the game in comics, particularly for DC. So while many of us are pretty exhausted by the Crisis events, myself included, Williamson is doing interesting things with this story, and it will have a broad impact on DC storytelling for years to come. Or maybe it won't. Who freaking knows at this point, but for now, the Justice League is dead, the Green Lantern Corps is on the ropes, and the JSA is back, and Black Adam is emerging as an unexpected leader for the remaining heroes. The Black Adam aspect is interesting all by itself, so today we're going to highlight what happens in issues 2 and 3, titled Fall of the Titans and Boot Camp, to see where the story is taking us. And if you haven't read the issue and don't know what's going on, the issue ended with Deathstroke and a secret society of villains attacking Titan's tower, along with Pariah donning Monitor armor and promising to use the deaths of the Justice League to destroy the multiverse. For full details on issue 1, you could watch our video on that right here. Otherwise, let's jump into issues 2 and 3. The issue starts off with Pariah narrating, "I understand your anger. I do. But you have to understand my home is a distant memory. I was so wrapped up in my experiments, my hunger, my ego led to my world being erased, turned into nothing. Then infinite worlds, infinite people were all wiped out of existence. And I was forced to watch as you swallowed those worlds whole. But then I heard your voice calling to me in the dark. A second chance to not only restore the life that I lost, but the infinite Earths. To bring it all back, Earth Zero must die. Yes, the Justice League sacrifice only delayed the inevitable. A new crisis is coming. Then the gift the Monitor gave me will teleport us to Earth Zero, and will bring them to their knees." As we see him talking to his Dark Army, which by the silhouettes look to be Darkseid, Necron, Ares, and Doomsday. We're then brought back to Titan's tower on Earth Zero, where we see the members of the Titans pulling Nightwing's unconscious body to safety after being injured by Deathstroke's attack. The Titans argue about what to do, with Batgirl saying they should get Nightwing to safety, Roundhouse saying they should hide, and the Third saying they should fight. Nightwing then wakes up saying, "It's okay, Batgirl, no one is going to die." They look at him shocked that he's alive, while he starts to get up asking, "What happened?" As Deathstroke's secret society comes out of the shadows saying, "Fresh meat." They take away the 3 Titan members while the injured Nightwing fights back, trying to save his students, before realizing that things are way worse than he realized, as he enters a room where Deathstroke and the secret society are manhandling the Titans, with Deathstroke saying, "Look at you so worked up, Nightwing. Coming to save the day? You already lost, boy. This is your next generation? How disappointing." One sneak attack and they crumbled. You've all needed a good spanking for a long time, so I brought along some friends. And it ain't just here. My secret society is targeting heroes all over the world. The Justice League is dead, right? Need to make sure that no one tries to step up and fill their spot. Nightwing tells Deathstroke, "The Titans have stopped you before, Slade, and we'll do it again." But Deathstroke responds, "Tell that to Beast Boy." I've always wondered about young Garfield. He's a shapeshifter, right? No telling if he has human organs or not. And it was always questionable if he had a brain in his head. So I tested my theory. Bullet right to the face. He'll live, but I think this one is gonna scar. Revealing that Beast Boy wasn't killed in the last issue, but still has a serious gunshot wound to the head. Nightwing gets furious, but when he goes to attack Deathstroke, he's kicked to the ground. He then says, "If you really wanted to kill us all, you would have done it by now. You're playing games." Deathstroke replies, "Today we prove a point. Sure, I could kill every single person here, and no one would care. But you, Richard, the prodigal son, the chosen one, they'd care." He throws Nightwing his Eskrima stick saying, "For old time's sake," wanting to battle Nightwing to the death. This gives us an epic 2-page spread fight between Nightwing and Deathstroke, which ends with Nightwing winning, saying, "Stay down." Deathstroke then gets up and tells him, "Nightwing won the first round. Who should we pick for round 2? And Nightwing realizes Deathstroke only really wants him dead, replying, "If you kill me, you'll let everyone go?" Slade responds, "You were always the trophy, Grayson. Why would I waste my time with anyone else?" So Nightwing stands ready, saying, "Then just get it over with." Deathstroke takes aim, about to shoot Nightwing, when John Kent Superman comes flying in front of Nightwing to take the bullet. Superman then takes out villains at super speed to release the students, while Nightwing stands up to Deathstroke for round 2. Unimpressed, Slade just says, "You think I wasn't ready for the Super Son to show up?" As Cyborg Superman comes crashing in, with Deathstroke saying, "Cyborg Superman has seen the truth too. He knows what's best for all of us. Get him." Cyborg Superman then starts attacking John Kent Superman, bringing both of them outside the tower. The two battle in the sky while Nightwing asks Slade what this is really about, and Slade responds, "You don't understand. This is bigger than me, bigger than you." When suddenly Pariah gets in Deathstroke's head, telling him, "Do not kill the superheroes. I need them. Remember your mission. Sow chaos, create a crisis. Bring my Dark Army to you," making Slade force warp to get his secret society out of the tower. After he leaves, John Kent crashes Cyborg Superman back into the tower, knocking them both down as Cyborg finishes off Cyborg Superman. John and Dick just stare at the destruction Deathstroke caused as they hear a voice from the sky say, I was right. We then see Black Adam talking to John saying, "You are not ready to lead the Justice League, son of Kal-El. But I was wrong about you, Nightwing. Deathstroke may have led this attack, but the blame for this tragedy falls at your feet." John asks, "Where were you, Black Adam? If you're so great, why don't you just lead the new Justice League and go after Deathstroke?" And Black Adam replies, "That is exactly my intent. Deathstroke's forces laid siege to my home as well. These attacks are worldwide. I have no choice but to agree with you. It is my burden to lead this team, but I will turn you into the protectors you should have always been, the kind of force that this world needs." Meanwhile, in space, inside of a Star Cruiser, we see Hal Jordan and Joe Malone Green Lantern break Kyle Rayner out of jail, getting him up to speed that the Justice League is dead, as Pariah created a dark army composed of their greatest enemies, and the Justice League stopped them from invading the world. Rayner says, "Hal, I appreciate the save, but if this army took down the Justice League, we're going to need more than just the three of us." Hal responds, "Oh, I know. That's why I brought backup. You ready to report for duty?" As we see Hal Jordan brought the entire Green Lantern Corps with him. Now that closes out issue 2, but before we get to issue 3, we want to show you guys some of the awesome metal posters we got for our set and offices from Displate. This amazing company has been a sponsor here on the show for a long time now because they produce some of our favorite wall art out there, including an incredible collection of DC posters. Displates are high quality metal art prints that are extremely durable and ridiculously easy to hang, which is why we have a ton of Displate posters around the studio. Each Displate metal poster comes with a mounting kit and guide, wall stickers, and magnets. First, you line them up where you want to hang them, then apply the magnets to the wall where instructed on the guide sticker and mount your poster. It only takes a few minutes per poster and there's no hammer or nails needed. Displate also works with some of the most talented artists in the world, giving you an insane number of poster options, including officially licensed art from Marvel, DC, Netflix, and a lot more. They're also constantly dropping great new editions and limited time exclusives. Not to mention, Displate partners with Trees for the Future to plant one tree for every Displate you add to your collection. So click our link in the description and start building your own Displate collection. And as a bonus, for a limited time, Displate is giving all of you members of the Variant Nation 25% off your purchase of 1 or 2 Displates, or 29% off your purchase of 3 or more Displates. The discount will automatically be applied at checkout, but remember, be sure to use our link in the description so your discount kicks in. Now, diving into Dark Crisis issue 3, it begins with a narration by Wonder Girl that reads, "People are scared. It isn't just that the Titans were attacked. It's that the Justice League didn't show up. After the Justice League died, it already felt like the end times. And now Deathstroke's army are on the hunt. Slade's warning is spreading that he'll kill anyone who tries to be a hero. Some are hanging up their capes, others want to be with their family and friends. And even those who still have hope feel guilty that they didn't do enough. Mr. Terrific said that Garfield will live, but there is something wrong. They think the trauma from the attack did more damage than the bullet did." As we see Nightwing sitting by Garfield's bed in the hospital, and a bunch of other heroes in the hall such as Roy Harper, Red Hood, Cassandra Cain, Barbara Gordon, Starfire, and more. Elsewhere, we see Black Adam training the new Justice League, saying, "All your instincts are good, I'll give you that, but you're not experienced enough. The dark army that killed the Justice League is still out there, and you could be next. None of you are as heroic as those who have fallen before you. The Justice League's shadows are so large that you are lost in them, which is why Deathstroke is winning. Deathstroke's army attacks heroes, and then Warp teleports them out before you can catch them. It's happening across the world, and these attacks will never stop until Deathstroke has killed you all, because you are not willing to do what must be done." As we see Black Adam has Vertigo in a headlock. Damian Wayne Robin says, "It's a numbers game. He's just throwing these losers at us non-stop like cannon fodder to wear us out before the real attack comes. Slade doesn't care because he knows we will never kill them." And Black Adam responds, "And that is why we should." Hang Count Vertigo's dead body in front of the Hall of Justice as a warning to Deathstroke and his ilk. John Kent Superman's eyes start to glow red as he tells Black Adam to stop. Blue Beetle starts to say, "Once Hal and Wally find the Justice League," but Black Adam yells, "The Justice League are dead. You didn't see what I saw. I was the only one left standing after Pariah's army attacked. This is what must be done. We are at war, and you're still waiting for Mommy and Daddy to take care of you." John then says, "Adam, this is your last warning," as Black Adam has nearly drained all the life from Vertigo. A glowing lasso then pulls Adam's hand away, releasing Vertigo, as Yara Flor has arrived, saying, "I only see one person acting like a child." Annoyed that the new Justice League won't do what he feels needs to be done, Black Adam says, "You're all a waste of my time," and storms off. The heroes then disperse, getting back to their families to protect them or going to stop attacking villains around the world. As Damian and John leave the Hall of Justice, Yara behind them explains she saw what happened to the Titans and wants to help in joining the Justice League, and Damian says, "There is no Justice League. Black Adam was right." Pennyworth used to ramble all sorts of idioms. He loved to say it's always darkest before the dawn. But I think we have not yet reached the darkest, and when we do, we won't be ready for it. John responds, "I can't believe you right now. We need hope." That's what a Justice League does. It gives hope. As a voice from the sky then says, "Sorry to interrupt, but if there is no Justice League, how about a society?" We see it's Alan Scott Green Lantern and the rest of the Justice Society. Alan Scott continues, "We'd love to help if you young people don't mind some old-timers lending a hand." We're now taken to Deathstroke's headquarters, and Pariah is telling Deathstroke, "You have a mission. you must create a crisis. Deathstroke tells him, get out of my damn head, and the secret society walks in saying, hey boss, look who we found trying to sneak in, revealing it's his daughter, Ravager. The two obviously don't have the best relationship, and after a back and forth, she eventually asks her dad what's wrong with him, seeing black goo dripping down his face. He tells her, I've become part of something bigger. Ravager kicks him away, and when his society helps him back to his feet, he starts vomiting black darkness everywhere, infecting his men, saying, I think I know how to start a crisis. Far off in Sector 666, we see the Green Lantern Corps has arrived to discover the Black Lantern has been restored. Jordan explains, Black Adam said that Necron, or something like Necron, was with Pariah's Dark Army. The Guardians always suspected that Necron was connected to something bigger. That big restored Black Lantern over there proves it. I believe this will lead us directly to Pariah. I'm going to check it out solo. But Kyle and Joe refuse to let him go alone, so the three of them enter the Black Lantern together, seeing Black Lantern versions of themselves before they land at Pariah's feet. Kyle yells, where is the Justice League, Pariah? And he responds, gone. The heroes of Earth Zero are special. Each of you is a world unto yourself. I could use that to rebuild the multiverse. Soon a new crisis will pull me and my Dark Army to your world, when I can use the rest of the heroes there to restore what was lost. The Great Darkness would rather this all go away and return to nothing, but I keep its power under my control. Jordan asks, you sure it's not controlling you, Hotshot? And Pariah screams, you dare suggest I cannot master the darkness? And a burst of power and lightning. Jordan replies, damn right I do, shooting Green Lantern constructs of the Justice League at Pariah, saying, I've only known 2 people to wear that armor you're wearing right now. I wouldn't call them friends. Pariah tells him, your world is broken, Jordan. From this darkness will come a better multiverse. Hal tells Kyle and Joe to keep the pressure on as he grabs a sphere with the glowing Green Lantern logo, saying, never felt anything this powerful before. The Great Darkness is not using the Justice League to restore your multiverse. It's turning them into weapons. As he's explaining this, energy from the orb vaporizes him just like the Justice League at the beginning of the series. However, Hal wakes up in a Green Lantern world seeing Green Lanterns everywhere, and several Green Lanterns come to say to him, you are not welcome to this world. This sector is John Stewart. Meanwhile, we see Black Adam visit a swamp somewhere, saying to someone, you are aware of what has happened. The person answers, Deathstroke is out of control. Yes. So Black Adam responds, the heroes left behind don't understand. They didn't see what I saw. The Justice League is never returning. I thought I could push the young heroes to do what needed to be done. They are too concerned with hope. I believe it is time for doom. And the issue comes to an end with a full-page view of Lex Luthor's Legion of Doom, with Lex responding, sounds like a job for Lex Luthor. The first 3 issues of this series have been really good thus far, which says a lot because you guys know how I am so over DC Crisis events. So for me to like this, you know that says something. Because I was not excited for another DC Crisis event at all. But I'm happy to say, so far, so good. And with the recent reveal that this is a sequel to Crisis on Infinite Earths, I find myself strangely optimistic on where this could lead. So hopefully this series continues to surprise us. The one thing I'm really loving is what they're doing with Black Adam, Nightwing, and the struggle with the new Justice League. And now that the Legion of Doom is coming into the mix, it's got me very curious to see where the series goes from here. But what do you guys think of Dark Crisis so far, and where do you hope this takes the DC Universe? Let us know down in the comments. And that's gonna bring another episode of Variant to a close, but if you enjoyed this one, check out this one right here. And if you like all of our content, like, subscribe, and comment. It helps us out. But other than that, I will see your lovely faces next time when I talk about all things comics.